Welcome, everyone. Happy Thursday. Let's begin today talking about rhetorical triangle, and we're going to use this little adorable puppy as a hypothetical example of how the rhetorical triangle works. So here we have the speaker, who we're going to say is the puppy, and he has an audience of his people and a purpose to get the food. He wants the people food. And this little guy is going to try everything in his power, from his little sad eyes to his cute little wagging tail and his whimper, to get what he wants. He's trying to persuade his people. So in essence, this is rhetorical persuasion in action. In writing and real life, these elements, the speaker, the audience, and the purpose, are all interconnected. So if one part shifts, the rest of the parts have to adapt for the message to remain effective. For example, if you're this young man and you're typing an email to your professor and you're trying to persuade him to extend the deadline, you're going to make very different choices than if you're this little guy trying to persuade your crush to hang out with you. And writing works the same way. Every time you write, you're going to take the role of a speaker and you're going to address someone, your audience, and you're going to work towards a reason or a purpose. And this matters because if you know your purpose, then you'll write with a focus. And if you know your audience, you can make different choices, have a different tone, use different evidence, maybe use a different style to reach the purpose that you want. And if you can reflect on yourself as a speaker, then you're going to have some credibility and be able to show your own perspective. So good writing equals matching your message to your audience with a clear purpose. So let's take a look at the rhetorical triangle in action. And we're going to think about the I Have a Dream speech. The speaker is Dr. Martin Luther King. We know he's a respected civil rights leader and a minister. His audience is the 250,000 people at the March on Washington, plus the millions of people listening on the radio and watching on TV. And his purpose is to inspire hope, unite people, and persuade the nation to support racial equality and justice. But what I want you to do in your discussion post this week is to think about what happens if one of these elements shifts. Let's imagine that MLK is delivering the I Have a Dream speech, but it's just to government officials in an office somewhere. Or maybe these exact same words being delivered by a different speaker who's just an everyday citizen and not somebody with King's reputation or authority or even ability to reach like a really huge audience. Or you can imagine that his purpose isn't to inspire, but he just wanted to recount historical facts about segregation. Obviously, all of these changes would make a difference in the efficacy of the speech. So I would like you to comment on that in your post. Being aware of this triangle doesn't just make you a better writer, it makes you a better communicator and a more critical reader. So you can start thinking about the relationship between speaker, audience, and purpose in your own writing and the choices you make, and also be able to understand why writers make the choices they do. And this is going to give you more power as a creator, as a writer, and as a consumer of ideas. So hopefully this little lesson will help you a bit during this week and on your work. And I have high expectations for you, as always, but I know you're going to meet them. So have a great day and contact me if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.